take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
40's mine, 40's mine. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Here's Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Beck.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
On first down, it's Gordon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tyus Bowser able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Locke's throw taken in here by Patrick. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Hey, check it out,
Block now to throw. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
49, check 49, check 49. Back. Check it back.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Gordon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Pick it up. Hey, check Mike 6. Squeeze, double. Mike 6.
2nd down and goal. Locke. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. They've got his man complete. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch the short passes, he can run under a long pass, or he can do what we saw right there, catch one and then make a big gain after the catch.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking first down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
And the numbers on the next-gen stats, it always tells us the story. He tacked on better than 40 yards after the catch. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They look to throw. It's Locke. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Tim Patrick, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And I have to think that the Ravens are going to continue to find ways to get J.K. Dobbins the ball, and even more in the passing game this year. Just 18 catches as a rookie a year ago. Would not be surprised to see that number at least double in 2021.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him is back on.
on 2nd and 10. Jackson finding some room at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And a good catch there by Mark Andrews. And many think that paired with Lamar Jackson, they may be the best quarterback-tight end combo this side of Mahomes and Kelsey.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 39.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Jackson will throw again. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 12-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Ravens are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Ravens receivers are ranked last in receptions and receiving yards each of the last 2 years. Thus, the pick of Rashad Bateman at the University of Minnesota. He was their 1st-round pick, number 27 overall, and they expect to see more catches and more 1st downs from that young man.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. KJ Hamler returning it. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Check 43.
From just shy of midfield, Locke. Got an open man here, and it's KJ Hamler. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
And KJ Hamler really started to come on strong late in his rookie year. Second-round pick out of Penn State in 2020. Shifty, excellent speed, and good hands that he exhibited right there.
Let's go, B, let's go.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be a 2nd down.
We changed it.
Now it's Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. To throw again is Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, report. Report.
Again, Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They fake the handoff, now Locke. This will be caught. Judy. And he works free. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A huge play there for Denver. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Locke. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown Broncos. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. McManus's point after is good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Show a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. To throw is Jackson. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And this will be incomplete.
But listen, when you got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
And Jackson throwing once more. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Bobby Massey, the right tackle, called for the penalty there. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Locke to throw. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Locke off a play action. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
It's our time. It's our time. Mike 6. Mike 6. You must be treated.
To throw it is Locke. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. He's got his tight end Fant. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Throw left side complete. That's Patrick. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey.
Now Locke. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Dancing to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Another try after the first down sack. Lock. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 26-yard line.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At their 39-yard.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
We got 4.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Justin Simmons on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Broncos 45.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to